Hello. Today I came across an article in the Financial Times and I felt that it is a very important article for everyone to understand how to manage finances. This article was specially focused on freelancers, and the article aims at how to manage your finances when you are a freelancer. But I think this article gives some important points both for freelancers and also for people who are employed in organizations. So, I will be discussing this article with you today. So, let's get into it. COVID 19 has changed the situation for many people. Many people are being seen to enter into freelance work or they are starting their own companies. According to the article, this is either a choice or out of necessity. However, this article helps to understand how one can manage their finances, give some important tips to do so. The first important aspect discussed in the article is the question, how much should I charge when I do freelance work? The article suggests that it is very important to do your research on the topic and understand what is the market rate for the work that you are doing. How much are other people charging? It is also suggested that you go around and ask other people regarding this topic and also try to interact with people who belong to the same specialization as you do. This is going to give you an idea about what market rate is and how much you should. The next important step, as advised by the article, is to understand your personal finances. It is important to get an understanding of how much money you need to make to survive. But remember that this estimate should be realistic and not too ambitious. Next, try to understand how much money you need to make each month and try to answer the question, is it enough to cover up your expenses? Next step would be to make an estimate of your day rate, how much you need to charge on a day-to-day basis, and keep this estimate at the bare minimum. After this, try and make a comparison between your day rate and what other people are charging. This is going to give you an idea of what they can achieve and whether your rate is too low or too high. The next step is to pay your taxes on your freelance income. You can understand how much tax you have to pay based on your geolocation, and there are online tax calculators available. The next important step is to save some amount of your income. This will offer as a safety net during emergencies or lean periods when you have less work. Also save in the form of pensions. But the problem with pension savings is that once the money is given, it will be locked for decades. One line that specially struck me in this article was that some clients interpret the free in freelancer a little too literally. According to this article, people will try to make you work for free in exchange for the exposure that they are giving you in their company or through the work that they are providing you. But do not fall for this trap. You should be a professional and pitch your rate and say that I'm worth this much. Your estimate of day rate is going to help you in this. Please talk about the fee that you are going to charge before accepting any offer. According to Annie Boudin, the founder of Starling Bank, women are especially not very assertive when demanding money for their work. She encourages women to put themselves forward in a professional manner and demand certain fee for the work that they do. It could be hard to actually get paid. The reason behind it is that the clients could have various issues such as registration issues or issues related to invoices. For this, the article suggests that the freelancer establish friendships with people in the account sections of their client's company. It is advised to differentiate between the business earnings and the personal finances. For the self-employed people, this could be especially challenging, but this differentiation is going to help them keep a track on the cash flow and the overdue payments. You can manage your business accounts through digital banks and their applications. Most of the banks do accept applications for self-employed people. If you are in full-time employment and also working as a freelancer, you can have a full-time salaried job account and also register yourself as self-employed for freelance earnings. You can deal with your receipts, expenses, tax bills by establishing an admin system, or through spreadsheets, or through apps which could be free or paid. Or you could also hire accountants who can help you make sense of the data that you put in spreadsheets or in apps. They can also guide you about the various tax allowances. This was all I had for you for today. I'm going to give the link of the article that has been discussed in this video, and you can view it for free. I hope that today's video was useful for you, and I will be back with more video from the world of work.